We come here today both in remembrance and in protest. We who are gathered here pledge to remember those who have lost their lives in fires caused by utility shutoffs. At the same time, we raise our voice in protest against the barbaric conditions that led to their tragic deaths. 150 years ago, this weekend, Abraham Lincoln was inaugurated President of the United States. Speaking of the immense tensions that were building up in the country as it headed towards civil war, Lincoln declared, "I believe this government cannot endure permanently half slave and half free." Well, I ask you, brothers and sisters, can this nation long endure when the freedom to live a decent life is denied not just to half the population, but to the vast majority?
Forward! March!
They say that America is the land of the free. But what is freedom? Are you free if you do not have a job and cannot afford to eat?
No.
Are you free if your schools are shut down and your neighborhood is falling apart?
No.
Are you free if you do not have lights and gas?
No.
Are you free if your loved ones, like Wanda Scott with her 95-year-old father, or a mother with children, are snatched from their homes because they cannot afford heat? In America, freedom is determined by your wealth. If you have money, you write the rules and then you break them without paying any penalties. The government launched a war based on lies, and no one was prosecuted. In 2008, Wall Street nearly wrecked the economy, and to this day, millions of people are out of work. They even bailed them out with taxpayers' money, and no one was prosecuted. Money for schools!
Not for more!
Money for schools!
Not for more!
They can shut off your utilities, resulting in the death of children, and nobody is prosecuted. However, if you steal a little bit of electricity to keep your family warm, then you have to take the personal responsibility, and you can be prosecuted.
Utilities is a human and a social right. It should be affordable for everyone. Everyone should be able to have utilities. It is inhumane to have utilities cut off in the winter where it's causing deaths. And
every right the working class has won, it had to be fought for. Rights are not given, they are determined in struggle. We say utilities are a social right. It is unconscionable, as I said before, that millions of people should go without heat or electricity. We are compelled to hold this march to bring to the attention of the country, and in fact the entire world, that people are dying because they want to keep warm.
It's not just people out of jobs that are losing their homes. It's people that are working, that are struggling, and have to choose between paying their utilities or paying their mortgage.
As my father being in jail, I was supposed to step up on my own. And DTE is not letting me do that. I need heat. I need heat and food to survive.
She said, I cannot let my baby be cold. So I took my mortgage payment and paid my utilities, and now I got to find a way to make up on my mortgage.
From me to y'all, it's time to put that foot down.
Yeah.
And so I'm not taking this no more.
This is the real condition facing working people in America. At the heart of this demonstration is the view that workers, if they are to win their rights, they must fight on an independent basis. We must organize independently of the trade unions who abandoned the city and have abandoned the working class as a whole. We must organize independently of the Democrats and the Republicans, both of whom are in the interest of the corporations, including the utility companies. It doesn't matter if it's Democrat or Republican, both parties rule in the interest of the elite.
And the right of utilities is counterposed to the right of DTE to make a profit. And there's a conflict of rights, a conflict of interest. There's the rights of the working class and there's the rights of the corporation. If you accept the capitalist system, what else do you have to accept? It means you accept the right of corporations like DTE to carry out these policies to produce a profit. That is capitalism. And so we're saying, the Socialist Equality Party, well, workers are entering into a struggle. What are they fighting against? Ultimately, they're fighting against capitalism.
We're here not to appeal to DTE, for they do not hear our appeals. We are here not to beg Mayor Bing, for he listens to a different paymaster. We are here to assert our strength. The strength of the working class.
But we are here today standing to fight for the rights of all people and letting everyone know that these utilities is a human right, a social right, and we're not going to continue to let people oppress people.
And until we, the people, stand and demand, not ask, demand a right to work, a right to live, they're going to keep on coming along with the go along once you go along with it. But people, remember one thing, and remember it well, you have the power, all you got to do is demonstrate it.
In Wisconsin, workers marching in the tens of thousands this very day against the determination of the government to destroy their rights. There is a different mood today, even than there was 1 year ago. Working people are looking for a way to fight. And that is why CAUS was formed. And this is the only the beginning.
All I'm saying to y'all, step up for your rights.